So, hello guys. So, the topic today is about projectile motion. So, this topic is under to the physics for engineers. So, ganito yan guys. Okay. This will be our, uh, ito yung tinatawag natin na initial velocity. Well, this one is for the maximum height or the height, and this will be represented as the range. X or R pwede siya, and Y or H pwede siya for the height. And dito sa height na to, for the maximum height, meron tayo tinatawag natin ng vertical motion na 0 siya guys. Gets? So, for this formula, ito yung mga formula na kailangang kabisaduhin. So, the Vix, the initial velocity along the x-axis along the horizontal motion is equals to the Vi cosine theta. And for the along the vertical motion is Vi sine theta, while the Vx is the final velocity along the along the horizontal motion guys, is equals only sa Vix, which is the Vi cosine theta. And the x, which is the range, is equals to the Vix t, which is the time, is multiplied to Vi cosine theta. And for the theta, to find the angle theta is equals to inverse arctan is equals to arctan Vy all over Vx. For the final velocity of the ball or an object, yung object nandito yan guys, binato siyang pa ganun, then tumama dito guys, yun tinatawag natin na final velocity. So, dito guys, ang formula niya is Vx squared plus Vy squared. So, for this one, the Vy is equals to Viy minus gt. G is for the acceleration due to gravity, while the y is for the height, and the Vy squared is for the final velocity along the vertical motion. So, ito guys, itong tatlong ito yung mga shortcut formula. Shortcut formula yan guys, pero meron yan condition bago gamitin yan. Ang ginagamit yan tuwing ang isang object ay binato lang siyang ganyan. Hindi siya pwedeng gamitin ang formula yan kapag ito ay binato na siya ng yung point of release niya is nasa taas siya guys. Dito yan yung angle niya, then yung point of release niya binato siyang ganyan. Hindi na pwedeng gamitin itong tatlong formula na to. Gets pa guys? Meron siyang specific condition lang. Mamaya makikita nyo kung paano ang tama paggamit ng tatlong formulang to. So this will be for the time of flight, range, and the maximum height. And this one is for the general formula of projectile motion. So sa projectile motion guys, kung makikita nyo, positive negative y is equals to x tangent theta minus 1 half g x squared Vi squared cosine squared theta. So, kung makikita nyo, meron siyang positive and negative sign. So, for the positive, if the ball is released above, guys, yung point of release niya nasa taas. Well, this one, guys, yung point of release niya is below sa tatamaan niya, guys. Gets ba? To. Ito siya, yung point of release niya sa above, nasa taas. It means, pag binato yung bola, guys, ito yung tinatawag natin ng datum. Datum is the point of release. Dahil nasa baba siya, guys, negative. Gets? Oops. Gets pa, guys? So, while this one is the point of release niya, guys, below lang, guys, nasa baba. So, it means this will be a positive, guys. Gets? So, para mas ma-appreciate nyo, let's proceed for the first problem. So, ito yung mga kailangang formula na kailangang kabisaduhin. Gets? Game. Proceed na tayo to ating first example. So, game. So, a bullet is fired at an initial velocity of 350 meters per second at an angle of 50 degrees with the horizontal, neglecting the air resistance. What is the maximum height? Find its range on the horizontal plane through the point it was fired. How long will the bullet travel before hitting the ground? So, first, drawing muna natin. A bullet is fired Ito yung bullet. That travel at 350 meter per seconds. And, wait. Ito yung horizontal niya guys. Yung pwesto na pinagbatuan niya. And this will be the path. The projectile path. And with the angle theta of 50 degrees. Ang question yan dito guys is neglecting the air resistance. What is the maximum height? Could the bullet rise and find its the range on the horizontal plane through the point it was fired? So ito yun. And how long will the bullet travel before hitting the ground? Ito yung time na tumama na siya guys. So, first natin gagamitin formula niyan guys. Pwede natin gamitin ang formula ng T, R, and H. Yung kanina nasa taas yung tatlo guys. Yung may condition lang. Dito pwede siyang gamitin kasi yung dito guys is simpleng pagbato lang siya. Nasa horizontal lang siya motion. Then binato lang yung bola. Wala ka nang makikitang ganito pa. Yung binato sa taas, pababa. Ito yung magiging negative y. Hindi na siya ganyan. So matik, pwede natin gamitin yung tatlong yun. So before natin gamitin yun guys, ang gagamitin muna natin formula is yung mga eto guys. Etong tatlong to. Yan muna yung gagamitin natin formula. Gets? So, since ang pinapahanap is x, y, and t, kompleto yung pinapahanap. So, from the formula BIYT minus 1 half GT squared. Since the VIY is equals to what? Y. VI sine of theta t minus 1 half GT squared, diba? The VIY is equals to 1 VI sine theta. Gets? From the formula na pinakita ko kanina. Gang. So, since the y is the maximum or the height where the ball is released, guys, kung saan siya binato. Kung eto dito siya binato, guys, sa pwestong ito na patag lang, guys, is dito rin siya tatama, same sa datum kung saan siya binato. Kung makikita niya, isang position lang siya. Nasa patag na pwesto lang siya. It means na yung height dito guys will be 0. Sa dulong yun na 0. And the VI will be 350, the initial velocity. Then the sine will be 50. T minus 1 half. Then substitute the value of G, T squared. So the value of G will be the acceleration due to gravity. T. The T will factor out. Minus 1 half multiplied sa 9.81 is 4.905. Then T. Finactor out ko lang yung T guys, wherein our T here will be 0. Equate natin sila lahat sa 0 guys. Gets pa guys? Kumbaga ganito siya. X minus 4, X plus 3. Equate natin sila sa 0. X minus 4 equals to 0. So this will be 4. And X plus 3 equals to 0. X negative 3. Ganun siya guys. Gets pa? Equate lang natin sila sa 0. Well, in dito guys, yung 350 sine of 50 minus 4.905 t is equals to 0. In-equate ko lang guys. So yung eto 4.905, lipat ko sa kabila. Wait, i-kompleto na natin yung solution para hindi na sila magtanong pa. So nilipat ko lang. Gets naman siguro yun guys. Paglipat, t is equals to, divide both sides by 4.905. So kung makikita nyo, the value of t will be what? 350 sine 50 or all over 4.905 is equals to what? 54.66 seconds guys, ha? Double check natin. So 350 sine of 50 lower 4.805, 54.66 seconds. So this will be our time guys. Time guys, ito yung time niya. So, may time na tayo, nakuha na. Anong letter yung time? How long will the bullet? So, letter C. So, for the letter B, find the range on the horizontal planes. So, range is equals to x, V-I-X-T. Since x will be also equal to range, guys, from the formula na pinakita ko sa taas, na ang x and the 350 is the initial velocity, cosine of the given angle 50 multiplied sa time for 54.66. So, calculate natin. So, 350 cosine of 50, 54.66. This will be equals to 12,497.170 meter. So this will be the range, guys. This will be the letter B. And to find the maximum height, guys, is ito yung pwede natin gamiting formula. Gets pa? Oops. So, gagamitin natin formula yung ginamit natin kanina. So, y will equals to vi sin theta. Yung vi, substitute lang natin. So, kung mapapansin nyo guys, pwede din natin gamitin formula. Yan. Pero ang makukuha natin dyan guys is wait. 350 sine of 50, 54.66 minus 1 half of 9.81. Ang makukuha nating height dyan guys, pag itong ginamit natin formula is the final height dito sa dulo which is 0. So, from the kinetic, guys, this formula guys is pwede natin gamitin without using the time na nakuha natin, 54.66. Kasi ang 54.66 is the time reach the grounds guys which is the height will be 0 lang. So, hindi natin siya pwedeng gamitin yung dito. Ang gagamitin natin dito, yung third formula, which is walang given na time dyan. Kumbaga, yung time dyan is yung nasa taas niya. So, substitute natin. Vy squared is equals to Viy squared minus 2Gy. Ang Vy squared, kumbaga, yung diniscuss ko kanina, will be what? 0. 0 siya guys, since nasa maximum height siya, Vy will be 0. So, substitute the value of 0. The Viy will be what? 350 sine of 50 squared minus 2 of 9.81 y. So, y is equals to 350 sine of 50 squared all over to 9.81. Baka nagtaka kayo paano nangyari yan guys. Transpose ko lang dyan, naging positive sign, then dinivide ko ng 2 and 9.81 guys. From the basic algebra guys. Sangit-tangin ko, gets nyo na yung basic na yun guys. 2 and 9.81. Then check natin. So the final answer will be 3663. 3663.912 meters. So this will be the final answer. So check natin na. The maximum height will be 93663.912. So sulat natin dito 912 meters, and the find the range guys is 12,297.170. And how long will the bullet travel? 54.66 seconds. Guys, wait, dito natin sulat to. So, gets ba guys? So, papakita natin ngayon yung isang formula paggamit ng TRH guys. So, burahin natin to guys. Then, pakita natin yung paggamit sa kabilang formula. So, ayusin muna natin to. Or, wag na natin burahin. Ayusin na lang natin. So, guys, ayun no. Pinuro ko na lang. Then, sinulat naman natin mga correct answer. Then, let's use the TRH guys. So, first, unahin na natin yung kahit ano dyan guys. Pwede naman. So, T. So, what is the formula of T? So, this will be the formula for T. T is equals to 2. The VI is 350 sine of 50 all over 9.81. So, the T, the time of flight, is equals to what? 54.66 seconds, guys. Kung mapapansin nyo, guys, same sila ng answer from the previous solution. Ito yun. Goods na. Next, the R. The range. The formula for range is sine 2 theta all over G. So, range 350 squared sine of 2 theta all over 9.81. So, insert natin sa calcu. This will be equals to 12,297.548 meters. So, kung mapapansin nyo guys, is same na same sila, pwera lang sa decimal places. Ito, 170 yung isa, 54.8. So, napakaliit lang na difference dun guys. So, pwede rin yung formula yan. So, let's find the height. The maximum height reached by the bullet. Sine squared theta all over 2G. So, 350 squared sine of 50 squared all over 2 of 9.81. So, H will be what? Insert mo lang sa calculators and then 2, 9.81. So, the height will be 3663.912 meters. So, this will be the maximum height, guys. So, kung mapapansin nyo, same lang sila. Depende na lang sa'yo kung anong formula gagamitin mo. So, yung kanina, mahaba-habang proseso yun. Pero ito, guys, plug and play lang. So, depende na lang sa'yo. Pero ito, guys, TRH is, merong condition yan, ha? Tandaan, gagamitin lang ang TRH kapag isang object o isang bullet, kahit anuman yung ang binato, guys, nasa straight, horizontal lang siya, guys. Nasa patag lang. Gets? Doon lang siya pwedeng gamitin. Gets? So next, the muzzle velocity of a projectile is 1,500 feet per second. So drawing na natin. And the distance of the target is 10 miles. Oops, ibahin natin yung kulay. So 1,500 feet per seconds. And with the distance of 10 miles. So in distance niya guys is 10 miles. Wherein convert natin to into feet guys. 10 miles. Oops. Times 1 mile is equals to 5,280 feet. So cancel yung mile, cancel. So 10 times 5,280 is equals to 52,800 feet. But kinonvert natin kasi yung velocity natin in terms of feet. Wherein yung G natin dyan, automatic, the G will be 32.2 feet per second squared. Gets? So what must the angle elevation of the gun? Angle elevation of the gun, guys, since Yung object guys is binato lang siya along the horizontal guys. Nandito lang siya sa straight na to, napatag lang siya guys. It means pwede natin gamitin yung formulang R is equals to VI squared sine of 2 theta over G. Game. Since the range is 52,800, the initial velocity is 15 sine of 2 theta over 32.2. So cross multiply is equals to 1,500 squared sine of 2 theta. This will be theta. The next, divide both sides by 1,500. Dito tayo. 52,800 32.2 over 1,500 squared. Then, sine, wait. Guys, baka malito pa kayo ha. Dinivide ko lang to. From basic algebra ulit, huwag kakalimutan, dinivide ko lang. Then, A1 sine 2 theta. Dito guys, magka-arc sine na tayo dito. Sine of raised to negative 1. So, maiiwan dito 2 theta. Well, dito malalagyan siya ng sine. In arc sine is equals to 52,832.2 over 1,500 squared. Gets? Yan la. O game. Pag in-insert natin sa calcu to guys, ang tamang pag-insert niyan is shift sign. Shift sign ang makukuha natin dyan is arc sign guys. So, insert mo lang sa calcu yan. Shift sign 52,800 multiply sa 32.2 over 1,500 squared. Ang makukuha natin dyan is 2 theta 49.080, then divide both sides by 2, cancel, theta will be 49.080 divide 2 is 24.54 degrees. So this will be the value of angle elevation of the muzzle velocity, guys. So gets, eting kinuha natin. What must be the angle elevation of the gun is equal sa 24.540 degrees. Gets? Game. Next problem is a projectile is fired from the edge of a 150 meters cliff. So drawing na natin. So 150 meters cliff. So, with an initial velocity of 180 meter per second, this will be 180, and at angle of 30 degrees with the horizontal neglect the air resistance. So, wait, binato siya guys, ganyan yung path niya. Gets? So, ang tinatanong is find the horizontal distance from the gun to the point where the projectile strikes the ground. So, ito yung pinapahanap guys, the X. And determine the total time of flight and determine the greatest elevation above the ground reaches by the projectile. So, ito yung pinapahanap, yung height na to. Gets? So guys, sa tingin nyo guys, anong magandang formula yung gagamitin natin dito? So, pwede natin gamitin yung formula na yung yung general formula. Ito, wait, pagkita natin. Ito. So, makita yung condition is ito. Ito daw yung negative. So, gagamit tayo ng negative value dito. Gets? So, before natin gamitin yung sinasabi kong formula na pwede natin gamitin, gumamit muna tayo ng ibang formula. Gets ba, guys? So, pwede natin gamitin yung formula dito is yung y. Oops, dito na lang tayo para maluwang. Ito dito. Yung y is equals to VIYT minus 1 half of GT squared. Since the point of release is below, this will be negative. So, negative 150. So, VI sin itong VIY, no guys? Huwag kayong papalito. Sulat na sa papel yan. So, 180 sine of 30 and t minus 1 half of 9.81 t squared. Gets? So, etong 4.1 half times 9.81 is negative 4.905 yan. So, lipat na natin sa kabila. Wait. Solution na lang nga natin para hindi na kayo malito. So, 4.905 t squared. Paano nangyari na rin positive yan, guys? Nilipat ko lang. So, kung mapapansin nyo, guys, this will be a quadratic equation. What is the formula of quadratic equation? B squared minus 4AC all over 2A. Gets? So, next, substitute the value of A, B, and C, wherein the A is 4.905, B is equals negative 180 sine of 30, and C, negative 150. So, negative, the value of B, 180 sine of 30, positive negative, square root of negative 180 sine of 30 squared minus 4a is 4.905, negative 150 is the value of t all over 2, and the value of a is 4.905. Since kunin muna natin yung positive value, guys, t will be equals to, insert mo sa calculator yan, guys, palitan natin ng positive to. Yan muna, guys, insert muna natin sa calc yan, guys. Bakit positive lang? Mamaya papakita natin yung negative din. So, for the meantime, yan muna yung salat natin sa calc natin. So, para walang malilito, so, ang lumabas na answer dyan, guys, is 19.89 seconds. So, ngayon, guys, palitan naman natin ng negative to. Palitan mo lang ng negative doon sa sinulat mong equation. Sa calculator mo, ang lalabas na sagot dyan is negative 1.54 seconds. Since negative siya, guys, di natin kukunin yan. Ang kukunin natin is the positive. Guys, from the quadratic equation. May rules kasi dyan. Yung two roots, kukunin lang yung positive. Gets? So, kukunin lang natin dyan is positive. So, from the question above, basahin natin ulit. Find the horizontal distance from the gun where the point where the projectile strikes the ground. So, tinatanong yung x, which is the range. So, we know that the x is VIXT. X is equals to VI cosine of theta and t. X is equals to 180 cosine of 30 and t. The 19 point, check this out, guys. 19.89 seconds. X will be equals sa, so insert natin yung 19.89 second, 180 cosine 30, and 19.89 seconds. So the value of X, 3,100.544 meters. Yan, guys. Gets? This will be the value of letter A. So determine the time of flight. So the time of flight will be what? 119.89 seconds, guys. The time of flight is 19.89 seconds. Uy, dito pala yun. And determine the greatest elevation above reach the ground by the projectile. So, kukunin mo natin yung dito. So, to get the height of this one, we know that the Vy will be 0. Vy squared Vi squared minus 2Gy. So, 0 squared is equals sa Viy will be sine yan, di ba? Vi sine theta, 180 sine of 30 squared minus 2 of 9.81 y. So, the value of y will be equals sa 180 sine of 30 squared all over 2 of 9.81. So, the value of y will be equal to 412.844 meters. So, ang tinatanong is greatest elevation above reached by the ground. Above the ground reached by the projectile. So, ground into the maximum height. So, plus 150. Y will be equals to 562.844 meters. So this will be the value of greatest elevations. Okay. 562.844 meters, guys. So yun yung greatest elevation niya. Gets ba? So, next, gamitin natin yung ikalawang equation. Yung ikalawang general formula. Yung mahaba, guys. Yung pinakita natin kanina, which is ito. Ito yung gagamitin natin. Titignan natin kung same yung sagot. Gets? So, bali, sa mga pinakita kong problem is meron sila alternative formula na pwedeng gamitin. So, game, papakita natin paano siya yung tamang paggamit ng general formula. Gets pa, guys? So, babalikan ko kayo. Ayusin lang natin yung sulat natin dito. Game. So, game, guys. Solve na natin, guys. So, since the formula of the general formula y, positive, negative, is equals daw sa x tangent of theta minus 1 half of g x squared vi squared. O say squared theta. Gets? Since the value of y is negative dapat kasi below the datum guys equals to x. The x is yung hinahanap natin since the x is hindi given guys. Wait, pakita ko sa iyo. Ito, naka-question mark guys. Gets? And this will be a negative kasi guys below the datum. So negative 150. So tangent. What is the value of theta is 30 minus 1 half of 9.81 x squared all over 180. 180 yung initial velocity niya, di ba? So, cosine of squared 30. So, may squared pa to. Gets? Naka-square yung dalawang yan. Yung 180 tsaka yung cosine. Gets? So, to simplify this guys, so makikita nyo, mukhang mahirap i-simplify yan. So, solve natin. Negative 150 is equals to x tangent of 30 minus 4. 1 na multiply sa 9.81 is 4.905 yan, di ba? So, 180 squared cosine of squared 30. Gets? To simplify pa to guys na mas madali is ang gagawin natin guys. Ilipat natin to sa kabila. So, magiging positive yan guys, di ba? So, 4.905 x squared all over 180 squared cosine of squared 30 minus 150. Gets? So, next is that dito natin guys. Wait, angat natin. Kung makikita nyo, get the LCD guys. So, the LCD of this one will be what? 180, di ba? So, ito yan guys. Dito na tayo. Continuation niya sa taas o game. So, the LCD of this one will be 180 squared cosine of squared 30. So, ito niyan is 4.905 x squared minus. So, itong 180, i-divide natin dito since 1 na lang, then times sa taas is 4.905 x squared. So, ito naman 180 squared cosine squared 30, multiply natin sa 150. So, minus 150 of 180 squared cosine squared 30 equals to what? Equals sa x tangent of 30. Gets guys? Ang next natin gagawin dyan guys is what? Cross multiply. So, 4.905 x squared minus 150 of 180 squared cosine squared 30 is equals to. So, pagkikita nyo, napakahaba na ng solution natin. So, x tangent of 30. Huwag kalimutan yung parenthesis para hindi tayo malito. 180 squared and cosine squared 30. So, ito lang disadvantage na pagkamit ng general formula ay napakahaba na solution. So, next, lipat lang natin ito sa kabila para maging quadratic equation. So, magiging negative yun. 30 of 180 squared cosine squared 30. So, minus, dito natin tuloy, 150, copy this one, 180 squared and cosine squared 30 equals to 0. So, next natin gagawin dyan guys, i-insert natin yan sa quadratic equation. So, paano natin i-insert yan, guys? Wait, baba natin. Punong-puno na. So, baba natin now, guys. So, yung next problem kasi nasa baba. Cut lang natin video, guys. Anin ko lang yung next problem. So, game, guys. Proceed na tayo sa ating formula. So, ito yung formula ng quadratic equation, di ba? So, the value of A is 4.905. So, yung value ng So, the general equation ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So, the a, which is mayroon siyang x squared, is the value of a. The b is may x siya. Ito lang yun, guys. So, sulat lang natin to. Tangent of 30. Diba, guys? Napakahaba na solution sa paggamit ng general equation, guys. Talagang ubos yung 30 minutes mo dyan. Cosine of squared 30. So, next, insert na lang sa formula, plug and play. What is the value of ops? May muntikan tayo makalimutan. This will be a negative. And this will also will be the negative, guys. Ito yung sign nila, negative. Huwag kakalimutan yan. So, negative. Then, the copy of negative tangent of 30 180 squared cosine of squared 30 positive negative squared of yan. Napakahaba, ben. Copy paste na lang natin to para hindi tayo mahirapan. Wait, copy natin. Gets, guys? Kinapi ko lang yan since din yan yung B. Then squared minus 4. What is the value of A? 4.905 for A. Then the C is negative 150. 180 squared, huwag kalimutan yung parenthesis, 4AC. So, ano pa? Cosine squared 30. This will be cosine squared 30, guys. So, over, apakahaba, to the value of A is 4.905. Insert natin sa calculator yan, guys. Paghiwalayin to, yung negative tsaka positive, paghiwalayin yan. So, unahin natin yung positive. So, positive muna isusulat sa calculator, guys. Wait, ganito muna isusulat natin sa calculator. Yan, game. So, negative tangent of 30, 180 squared cosine of 30 squared minus plus square root of negative tangent 30 and 180 squared cosine of 30 squared minus 4a and c. So, game, guys, ang makukuha nating answer dyan, guys, is 3,099.98 meters. So, this will be the value of x for the positive. Kapag negative naman to, guys, wait. Negative. Ang makukuha nating answer dyan, guys, is negative 239.717. So, as you can see, guys, ito ay familiar sa inyo na 3,099 or nakuha natin sagot kanina is 3,100. So, napakalapit lang, guys. Walang mali doon, guys. 3,099 point something and 3,100 point something is napakalapit lang, guys. So, and this will be approximately 3,100, guys, meters. So, gets ba, guys? Kung nagtataka kayo guys, paano i-insert sa calculator yung ganyang kahaba, una, pag hindi na kayo ng calculator mo guys, insert mo muna ito sa taas. Pag na-insert mo na guys, doon mo i-divide to A. So, insert mo muna yan, nakabox. Equals mo. Ka-equals mo guys, divide, pindutin mo na yung divide, then 2, 4.905. Ang makuha mo answer nun is ito. And pag pinalitan mo ito ng negative, ang makuha mo ito. Gets guys? Gets pa? So, ganun ang tamang paggamit ng general equation guys, or the general formula. So, di ba napakahaba? Pero, depende sa inyo kung paano nyo isosolve yung isang problem, kung anong formula ang gagamitin nyo. If yung ito ba, or yung mga TRH, or the general formula guys. Gets? So, the next problem is that a gun is fired at an angle of 60 degrees above the horizontal. The bullet having an initial velocity of 500 meters per second. In how many seconds will it stay in the air, and what is the maximum horizontal distance guys? Gets? So ito yun guys, wait, drawing lang natin with the angle of 60 degrees. The question is, how many seconds will it stay at the air? And what is the maximum horizontal distance guys? So dito guys, we can use the TRH formula. So, pwede din natin gamitin yung mahaba, but this time, let's use the TRH. So, T is the 2V sine of theta over G. The T, 2, the VI will 500 sine of 60 over 9.81. So, insert sa calculator. This will be equals to 88.28 seconds, guys. So, equivalent nito for the time of light will 88.28 seconds, while the range this will be also equals to range is VI squared sine 2 theta over G. So, R is equals to 500 squared sine of 260 over 9.81. Gets? So, this will be equals to what? 22,069.96 or meters, guys. Gets? So, this will be the final answer, guys. Gets? So, again, guys, the next problem is water is sprayed at an angle of 90 degrees from the slope of 20 meters per second. Determine the range R shown in the figure below. So, ito yung figure niya, guys. 20 meters per second. So, ito yung velocity, guys, ng sprayed. So, paano ba natin isosolve to, guys? Kung mapapansin nyo guys, familiar sa inyo yung problem. Since ito siya guys, pinato siya pag ganyan. So this will be a negative, di ba? Gagamitin formula yung negative y. Since positive, negative, pero yung gagamitin natin negative. VA squared and cosine squared theta. Gets? So game, solve na natin. As you can see guys, this angle is also equal to this angle, di ba guys? So, itong great line guys, invisible lang line lang to Baka magtaka kayo. So, to get this angle guys is shift tan equals to opposite, which is 3 over adjacent. So, this will be equals to what? Shift tangent 3 all over 4 is 36.87. degrees. So, kung 36.87 degrees yan guys, pagta natin mga kulay para hindi tayo malito. So, yung pinapahanap pala dito yung range R, which is the range R, itong kulay pulang to. Kulay pulang yan guys ha. Gets? So, itong kulay pink, ito yung straight. Ito yung patag na dinadaanan ng normal na projectile guys. Itong kulay pink ha. Okay, papalito. Since 36.87 is equals to this angle from the alternate interior angle from the trigonometry, and the total angle of this one will be 90. So 90 minus 36.87 equals to 53.13. So this angle is 53.13 degrees. Note that itong kulay pink guys is the value of x is the distance is equals to this distance, and this will be the height which is y. Gets? So, ito muna tayo. Dito tayo magbe-base niyan guys ha. Paano ba to? Ganyan. Yan. Itong naka-shade. Diyan lang tayo titingin muna. So, tangent, y daw to. Tapos ito x, tas may angle daw dito. 36.87. So, from the tangent, 36.87, opposite is y, and adjacent is x. So, x tangent of 36.87 degrees. This will be the value of y. Guys, tandaan na yan, yung value ng y yan ha. So, from the general equation, may value na tayong y. Gets ba guys? So, next natin gagawin yan guys, this will be the g, is i-insert na natin ito sa ating general equation guys. Paano ba natin i-insert yan guys? So, baba natin no. So, the value of y is equals to x tangent of 36.87. So, insert na natin sa value ng negative y. So, negative, what is the value of y? Negative x tangent of 36.87 degrees is equals to x. The tangent of the angle na gagamitin dito is the 53.13 guys ha. Minus 1 half and then 9.81 x squared all over 20 squared and cosine squared of 53.13 guys. Plug and play lang yan guys ha. In-insert ko lang yung mga value nila. Negative x tangent of 36.87 equals x tangent of 53.13 minus 4.905x squared over 20 squared cosine squared of 53.13 guys. Gets? So, as you can see guys, so, pwede natin itong i-transpose sa kabila and then i-transpose din natin ito sa kabila para makakuha tayo ng value nila. Gets? 4.905x squared. Tin-transpose ko lang guys. I-change sign na yun. Equals sa x tangent of 53.13 plus. So, this will be positive na yan guys. Then, finactor out ko na yung x guys. Since may x silang parehas, nag-factor out na rin ako ng x guys ha. Then, eto, pag dinivide ko yung dalawa, magkakancel to ng isa. Then, eto matatanggal. So, 4.905x equals natin sa, doon natin siya i-cross multiply. Plus, so wala itong parenthesis. Tangent of 36.87 and 20 squared cosine squared of 53.13. So, since may x yung sa kabila guys, ito, divide natin ng 4.905. So, cancel. Ang natira is x. So x tangent of 53.13 plus tangent of 36.87 and then 20 squared cosine squared of 53.13 all over 4.905 case. So this will be 13. And tangent of 36.87 guys. So insert lang natin sa calc yan. Tangent of 53.13 plus tangent of 36.87 then 20 squared and then cosine of 53.13 squared all over 4.905. So the value of x is 61.16 meters. So ito yung x natin. Tandaan yan guys, tandaan. So itong diagram, wait. Kunin natin itong diagram para hindi tayo malito. Oops. Wait, kunin natin to. Copy. Then insert sa baba. Yan. As you can see guys, meron siyang value ng x dito, di ba? Wait. Yan, di ba? So, etong x daw is 61.16 na. So, get the value of y. Paano kukunin yung value ng y? From that, so katawa, y is the opposite, 61.16 is the adjacent, so y cross multiply guys, tangent of 36.87, and the value of y, insert lang natin sa calculator yan, is 45.87. So, meron na tayo ng value ng y, 45.87. Gets? So, to get, wait, bayan natin yung kulay. To get the range guys, ito, itong kulay verde na dating kulay pink. Range, ito yun, range is by what? Meron na tayong y, meron pa tayong x, meron na tayong value 9, meron na tayong r. So to get the r is using by the Pythagorean theorem. So r is equals to square root of the x will be 61.16 squared plus what is the value of y, 45.87 squared. Then the r will be equals sa, so insert sa calculator, then 61.16 squared plus 45.87 squared is equals to what? Wait, nag-insert na ako sa value. 76.45 guys. So, the value of the range is 76.45 meters. So, this will be the value of range for this problem guys. So, determine the value of range guys. So, ito yun. Gets? So, that's all guys. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. God bless.